it gives me great pleasure to introduce this comic. I've worked her all over the world, a very good friend of mine, a very funny lady indeed. So please, Theatre Royal Haymarket, give it up for the comedy talents that are Zoe Lyons.
That is lovely. Look at you gorgeous people. Thank you for coming out. God, because I nearly didn't bother, so I'm glad I did. This is good. Yeah, if I wasn't here, I would genuinely be at home, folks, in my snuggy blanket. Yes, I would. My blanket with sleeves. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? How many people in this room own a blanket with sleeves? Oh, my God, really? Wow, it's like a convention. Mine's leopard skin. Oh, yeah. It's fantastic. It's not real leopard skin, obviously. It's that sort of high-end fleece, that sort of fleece that when I've shuffled from the bedroom to the kitchen, I've generated enough static electricity to power my own white goods. It's amazing. Like a walking Van de Graaff. Your hair's up like this. You're just picking up small domestic pets all day. It's fantastic. I urge you to get one. I got my mum a black blanket with sleeves for Christmas. It's a body bag, but sorry, she doesn't know. She's quite happy. We just zip her in. There she goes. It's lovely. Lovely. A blanket with sleeves, apparently, ladies and gentlemen, is one size fits all. Have you ever seen this on an item of clothing? If an item of clothing is one size fits all, it basically means it's the size of a duvet. That's what it means. If any of you people have something at home that claims to be one size fits all, and it actually fits, you are king size. That's all I'm saying. Fashion is a mystery to me, it really is. I love the little fashion things that go on in this world. There's some of them really confuse me. I was invited out to a girls' night out recently. The invitation said dress to kill. I went as Rose West. Completely wrong, apparently. I'd made a big effort, big bubbly wig, a little floral dress, a book on how to make the most out of a small patio. We were all embarrassed, you know. It's hard, and then, you know, the weather gets hotter and stuff, and you've got to adapt your fashions, people, haven't you? You've got to adapt your fashions to the environment around you. You do. Some people don't, and they suffer as a consequence. On really, really hot days in London, do you know what I like to do? Just go up to Camden and watch goths exploding. Hours of fun. They're like... It could be 110 degrees and they wouldn't change a thing, would they? They would just be walking around in leather and rubber going, oh, God, it's hot, isn't it? Oh, God, this is killing me. Why doesn't Satan bring out some swimwear? Some Bermuda shorts with skulls on, I'd wear that, come on. I'm not a very domesticated woman as well. That's another area where I let myself down quite dramatically. I like my food. I love my food, actually. Do you ever eat so much it physically hurts? Do you ever do that? Twice a week, I'll get myself into that particular. I don't know why. I'm a reasonably intelligent human being. I wouldn't hurt myself voluntarily any other way. It would seem silly just to repeatedly trap a nipple in a car door. That would be silly, but I will shovel food into my own face until I reach a point where I go, oh, God. Occasionally I have to lie down on the sofa like a python trying to digest a goat, like that. Hooves kicking away, oh God. Do you ever see those African documentaries where a python's eyeing up a goat thinking, we're roughly the same size, I'll have a bash on that, and then they cut back about 6 hours later and it's like, oh, I really underestimated that one, didn't I? I like to cook, but there are two areas where my cooking skills let me down. Temperatures and timings. Other than that, though, I've pretty much got it nailed, right? Thank you. I tried to cook a chicken last week. You think, how hard can that be for a fully grown adult? Right, I thought a chicken, how long will that take? I thought about 45 minutes, that'll do it, 45 minutes. What sort of temperature are we looking at here, Zoe? I thought 50 degrees, that ought to do it, shouldn't it? I got confused, didn't I? Because I went to Spain a couple of years ago, it was 30 degrees, I was roasting. I thought, that'll do a chicken, won't it? That'll be tanned all over. I could only take half an hour of that. It'll be bursting out of there, fully bronzed, I thought, yeah. I popped it in the oven, totally confident, went away for 45 minutes. When I came back, I opened the oven door, chicken sat there with a scarf on, like that. Do you mind? There's a draft. It was actually using 2 potatoes like earmuffs. It was doing that thing in the juices that you do in the bath to get in the hot end. It was like... I don't know whether you've ever seen a chicken basting itself. It's quite disconcerting, it really is. Dinner was ruined. I had to cut it up in the end, put it in the toaster. It was fucked. We're all living longer, people. This is a worry because we're all going to have to work longer to get our pensions. Are you concerned about that? It worries me to a certain extent. It does. Apparently we're going to have to work till nearly 70 to get our pensions. And there are certain jobs that I worry about that because I don't know about you, but I don't want to get on a plane, ladies and gentlemen. A pilot come over the tannoy. Say, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Albert. Your pilot this evening. Welcome aboard this flight to... Oh, that was yesterday. Now it's gone. It's gone. Why did I come into this little room? I could murder a mint. Apparently, this is a statistic I read recently. Apparently, 1 in 5 of us is going to live to be 100. 1 in 5. So 1 in 5 people in this beautiful theatre are going to live to be 100. How do you feel about that? Some people happy, some people not so happy, like that. Okay, I just say picture yourself at 100, then think about it, right? 100, I'm not happy about that. I don't know who I write to, but I'm not happy about that. I'm in my late 30s and I already fart when I cough. What horrific forms of bodily seepage am I going to have to endure over the next 60-odd years? Oh, God, no. No, I don't want to find myself walking down a high street going, hello, Marjorie, nice to see you. It's lovely the sun's come out, hasn't it? Achoo! Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, well, that's clearly not dressed for the outside. Oh, God. I'm going to have to knit something very quickly for that. We can't have people living to 100. We can't just practically. You know, we're a very small island. There's a lot of us already. If we have people living to 100 all over the place, the infrastructure will buckle and snap like a twig, won't it? I mean, you're in London here, there are so many people around you. Do you ever find yourself in a busy, busy crowd just looking around going, oh, we could really do with a dose of plague? Be honest. Just a dash of smallpox to lop off the top ends, don't you? I mean, I do a lot of driving and modern medicine's marvellous, but it really has clogged up the M1. It really has. I was in a traffic jam the other day behind some old bugger in his M-Reg Volvo, and I just sat there thinking, if it wasn't for penicillin, you wouldn't be in my way. Isn't it time you died, Pops? Come on, signal manoeuvre, pull over and die. Got stuff to do. And you change as you get older. I'm quite enjoying the changes. I didn't think I would. And there's those bizarre changes that I'm quite enjoying. I've got quite bitter as I'm getting older, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I really am. I'm really enjoying it in myself. Do you know what I can't stand these days, ladies and gentlemen? Can't stand at all. High-achieving youth. Can't look at it. Can't look at it. Every time I turn on the TV, there's a 16-year-old trying to circumnavigate the globe in a bathtub being chased by a 15-year-old in a sink. I'm like, oh, get lost. You know, and then they get out of their vessels in Portsmouth and they're like that, hi, we're just ordinary girls, hi. And I'm like, you're not ordinary girls. Ordinary girls are being fingered behind the bike shed. That is not ordinary. Folks, I've been Zoe Lyons, you've been gorgeous. Thank you ever so much. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Coming up.